The Oracle Network.
We're all in this together! We're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Dinner was full!
Yeah. You checked our shitters, honey?
Clark.
Welcome to Brew Crime, the podcast where we drink brews, talk crime, conspiracies, or whatever catches our attention. This is Mike and my co-host...
JT!
And we have a co-host again.
Hi, I'm Sarai from the Freaky as Fuck podcast. How you doing, everybody?
I was just waiting for somebody to respond.
Yeah, listeners, come on now. Fuck.
I do want to say this, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but I love the fact that your show is called Freaky as Fuck, because everybody thinks about like a show being that way, but nobody thinks to name their show actually Freaky as Fuck. And that makes me so happy.
That's exactly what I was going for. I said it one day and I was like, you know what? That would be a good name for a show. And I just like had it stuck in the back of my mind and I was like, this is the perfect time to use it. I'm going to jump on it.
Nice.
So there we
That's
go.
how it's the best when you do a quick search and nothing comes up with that name and you're just like, it's mine.
Yes.
Yes.
I was so surprised, but also I was like thankful. I was like, okay, this is mine now. I have to do it. This is the universe telling me that this is going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Mike, I'm psyched to hear the story you're bringing to us today.
Good to hear. Well, I think this title for the story might also make you a little confused. Food terrorism and the potato.
Food terrorism and the potato.
Yes.
So we've gone whiskey wars to potatoes.
Yep.
That's an easy transition. I like this.
I thought so. So Prince Edward Island is the smallest province in Canada at only 0.1% of the total area of Canada, or 5,660 square kilometers. That's 2,190 square miles. So pretty damn small.
Thanks for the conversion.
You're welcome. The next smallest province is Nova Scotia, also in the Maritimes, but it is 52,942 square kilometers, or 20,441 square miles. So, gives you an idea of just how small it is.
It's just a smattering of Canadians.
Yes. Now, Prince Edward Island has a gross domestic product of $6.651 billion Canadian. And the potato industry on the island is worth over $1 billion a year, or almost 1/6 of the entire economy.
They really love them potatoes.
Yes.
Take that, Irish. Take that.
Well, do you want to know why there's so many potatoes there?
Oh, I'm ready.
Fucking Irish, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, you hear about French Canadians. You never hear about Irish Canadians.
Oh, yeah.
They're very polite until they drink and then fuck off.
It's kind of like most Canadians.
Fair.
Not nice. They're just polite. There's a difference. This is also the largest crop of potatoes in the entire country of Canada, which is ridiculous for a province so small to have more than the entire country.
Nobody can see this because this is an audio medium.
Yeah.
But Mike lost it by the end there.
Like, you gotta say, it's a pretty bloody big deal, right? Like, that's huge portion of their economy.
There's no spuds about it. Oh, that was okay.
Oh.
And
Wow.
this is why anybody who guests on our show should not be nervous. The bar is set very low. If you can skip, you're higher.
Yeah, you might need to be baked to take that joke. But
Oh my gosh.
You've got a real appeal.
So when tampering of the potatoes started in 2015, this became massive news. I mean, this has to be a major employer of the province overall with that kind of market saturation. As always, farm fields are not guarded, as it's just not feasible to guard acres and acres of land, right?
The Nazis would argue that, but okay.
Well, fuck them, right?
Well, that's true. Fair enough. I'm not saying they had great practices. I'm just saying they could do it. Like,
It could be done.
It could be,
oh,
but
man.
it's not going to be.
Don't at me, bro. Don't at me.
Yeah. Let's also give a look into the local area, as many farm stands are located on the side of the road where people can just pull up, grab potatoes that they want, and just drop money in a bucket where they can grab their change. This is small town all the way.
Yeah,
So-
you couldn't get away with that in a huge city.
No.
No. It kind of reminds me of like we just went to go get pumpkins, right? Because hey, it's Halloweenish time.
Yeah.
And
You're breaking
there
the
was
fourth
nobody
wall
working there. I know. It's true. Yeah, that's accurate. So there's nobody at the farm.
Wow.
There's nobody working it. Like you could just pick the pumpkins and put your money in the little like mailbox they have, and that's really the first and only time I've ever seen it in the States because nobody trusts a motherfucker here at all. Like not even to take pumpkins and pay for them.
Well, I mean, we're having that problem. Even like more rurally, about like an hour from me, there's farms that have eggs like that, and their cash boxes are stolen all the time, and eggs are stolen all the time. Yeah.
How fucking low do you have to be?
Yeah.
It's probably the same guy who tried to teach an alligator a lesson.
Or steal cheese in one of our previous episodes.
That's one thing that I'm not even gonna lie. If I saw just like some cheese laying out somewhere and was like, here's some cheese, leave your change. I'm just gonna take the cheese. I'm not even. I don't care.
Yeah.
Listen,
I
there's three
love
of us
cheese.
here. There's three of us here. We now have a cheese ring.
So I'm not even gonna be mad about it.
This is a
because-
cheese theft wheel.
It's true. You know, I didn't even think about this, right? It's like, how angry could you be that somebody took cheese? It's just like, oh, well. Like,
Yeah.
Right, like I get it. It's some good cheese.
yeah.
That's on me.
Yep. But in 2015, the largest processor potatoes, Cavendish Farm, suddenly started finding sewing needles in potatoes as they sorted them.
I've heard of the candy man, but not the potato man.
Yeah.
Right?
This shut down the plant right away as they can't sell needled potatoes, right?
Well, you could. It'd be different. It'd be a new marketing scheme, but you could.
That's true. They'd be able to trace back to one of the largest potato farms on the island in Linkletter Farms. Police would be brought in right away to try and figure out what the hell was going on. You know, it's kind of important to try to figure that out.
Yeah. We don't need no needles in those potatoes
No.
because I'm pretty sure because it's gonna be hard to find those. For
Yes.
one, you're gonna have to like bite into like a fry and just like break your teeth on like like a sewing needle or something to finally figure out that there's needles in your potatoes.
Imagine you could actually cut the fry and not break the needle, so you actually got a fry with a whole fucking needle in it.
Oh, Jesus. You know, maybe they were just trying to change the phrase to a needle in a potato sack.
The Prince Edward Island Potato Board would offer up a $50,000 reward for any information on the tampering.
50 wait, hold on, go back. 50,000?
Yes, $50,000.
That's more than some people offer on information for humans.
Just a sec.
That's all I'm saying.
To put this into perspective, Crime Stoppers in Canada offer $2,000 for tips that lead to an arrest.
I didn't mean to jump the shark. I'm sorry.
This, unfortunately, would lead nowhere, and when bags of potatoes would end up in 4 maritime provinces, that reward would be stepped up to $100,000, and a recall was put forward for 800,000 pounds of potatoes from the province.
I mean,
People need their potatoes.
Yep. Again, to put
Yeah.
this into perspective, the FBI most wanted list has a reward for $100,000 US or 123,675 Canadian.
that was for Bin Laden.
So for the province, this ranked up with the FBI most wanted list. With still no tips leading to the arrest, the reward would be lifted once again to $500,000 Canadian for a few months only to August 15th, 2015.
So I just have one. I have a lot of questions, but I'm going to limit it to just one. So the province, right?
Yeah.
The amount of potatoes, is this primarily going to grocery stores, or is this growing to like fast food industry? Do you know?
It seemed like a lot of it was going to grocery stores, but
Okay. Wow.
I'm sure some of them.
I would imagine like I could see a price, like a reward being jacked up that high if it was industry that was suffering.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, but it's their main industry, right? Like 800,000 pounds is a lot of potatoes for a recall,
it is a lot of potatoes.
especially if that's 1/6 of their GDP.
That's true. I just picked up a 5-pound bag of potatoes today, so
Nice.
it's a lot of bags of potatoes. Okay.
So, more perspective, the U.S. only offers rewards higher than this for terrorists, which come in at above $1 million.
I have heard of a potato terrorist.
Yes.
Yes.
So for Prince Edward Island, this was between the RCMP most wanted and a terrorist.
I mean, stealing potatoes, that's already unforgivable. Like, so the whole terrorist thing, that's totally called for. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
This is the height of domestic terrorism is the attack on the Capitol and fucking around with 800,000 pounds of potatoes.
I mean, we don't fuck around with our potatoes. I mean,
Nope.
That's what I say to all the waitresses. I order like a steak and mashed potatoes, and I'm like, don't fuck around with my potatoes. That's what I say every time. That is not what I say every time.
The federal government would also send $1.5 million of funding to beef up the security at the processing plants and farms. The money was used to install metal detectors so that they could weed out the tampered potatoes. We don't have them in schools here, but we got them at potato processing plants.
I was going to say metal detectors can't even pick up weapons at a high school, let alone needles inside of a potato.
The only metal detectors I've gone through are airports and sports arenas now here.
yeah, that's what I literally said that today. I was like, the only time I've ever had to walk through a metal detector was when I was at the airport.
There you go.
So that's, wow. The potatoes have more security than we do.
Yeah.
I just see like your version of TSA being poached to potatoes, and now they're like strip searching the potatoes.
Poached, yeah.
They're just like, no, spread them. They're probably paid better too.
I don't know. How do you work in scallop potatoes? I don't know. Quote from a local potato farmer. "It's food terrorism," said island potato farmer Alex Doherty. "The people doing this are cowards, lower than a snake wearing snowshoes. These are really evil people."
You said that was an Idaho potato farmer?
Nope. This is an island. From
Island potato farmer. That is quite the analogy.
I want to see a snake wearing snowshoes. Like I do. How does it walk in 2 snowshoes? I don't get it.
I could only imagine the one.
Yeah.
Get on top.
Yeah, 1 snowshoe, cool. 2 snowshoes, mind blown.
Yep.
Where does the other one go?
That is the ultimate Ripley's Believe It or Not right there.
They would reach out to local environmentalists and even owners of local sewing shops to no avail. So other theories that came about would be disgruntled employees, but this would be hard to believe for locals, as these farms, for the most part, are all family businesses that treat their staff well. The next is environmentalists, as the province had a moratorium against deep well drilling, and the largest of the farms, and the ones mostly targeted with this, were fighting to get rights to dig deeper wells to help irrigate their farms.
I kind of want to go back real quick to the fact that they started questioning sewing shops.
Well, they're sewing needles. Like you gotta.
Well, I know, but like my thought is like, can you imagine our CMP, just these big dudes, gals, whoever's in RCMP, just coming in going, Edith, what have you done, Edith?
Yeah.
It wasn't me. It was Ethel. You just like.
And this is before Amazon was like as huge as it is now, so it's not like you could just order them off Amazon.
And I would imagine with as many potatoes as there are to sewing needles, that there was a large sewing needle shortage as well. That must have been going on in the background.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I can be honest with you, I think we're uncovering something big here, because I really think who was behind this was Jeff Bezos. I mean, how else was Amazon going to sell so many?
Yeah, I can see that fucker doing it.
Oh yeah, and he's taken all of the stuff up in his penis rocket just so we don't know. So we can't find the evidence. Okay.
Yeah. So the most bizarre part of this whole domestic terrorism attack is that it would fizzle out in 2016, and to this day, no arrests have been made.
It was Bezos. You heard it here first on Brew Crime. It was Bezos, damn it.
Allegedly.
I'm putting on my tinfoil hat, mother trucker. Like, the tinfoil hat's on. It was Bezos.
Perfect. We're looking at you.
From far away from a very lower socioeconomic status. So I'm just looking up.
Yeah.
Just looking up at you. Just looking. It's really, you got some nose hairs. I just want to let you know you need to clear those out.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for joining us today. And, hopefully you'll leave us a iTunes review because it helps us move up the charts. And maybe leave one for Freaky as Fuck, too, just because that'll help her move up the charts, too. So thanks for tuning in.
Help you girl out.
Go out and buy some potatoes.
Yeah. Or a
Find
shirt or
the
two.
potato person.
Yeah.
We need this person caught.
Yes, if you have any clues into who caused this, let the RCMP know.
And if it pans out, we will give you a T-shirt.
Yes. But
It
we'll
won't be
take the
500
reward,
grand.
okay?
Right.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
gotta
hoping
be
there's
something
still
in
like
it for
50
us.
grand available. I don't know. We'll see. See you
Bye,
tomorrow.
everybody.
See you
Bye,
tomorrow.
everybody.